In the beginning, God was dancing, leaping for joy. God was so joyful that God leapt right out of God's self and back into God's self. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the water, hoping for what was about to happen. And everything that came to be sprang from God's dance of joy. Everything made in joy and for joy. And God was present to it all. And then God said, "Let there be light." And God made the light in color. There's color because of light, and there's light because of color. You know that anything that is shining in the light shows its true colors. You know that anything that is showing its true colors, well, you know that it's shining in the light. And God saw that the light was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And then God said, "Let there be an expanse to separate water from water." And God called the expanse sky. So there was water above and water below. And there was evening and there was morning, the second day. And then God said, "Let the water below be gathered into one place, and let dry ground appear." And God called the dry ground land. And God saw that the land was good. And then God said, "Let the land produce living things, green and growing things, plants of all kinds." And because the plants love the light, they can be really any kind of color. Because anything that loves the light shows its true colors. And God saw that the plants were good. And there was evening and there was morning, the third day. And then God said, let there be lights in the sky to govern the day and the night. Let the greater light govern the day, and the lesser light govern the night. And God put the lights in the sky to serve as signs of seasons and days and years. And God saw that the lights were good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And then God said, let the sea below and the sky above be filled with living creatures of all kinds and shapes and colors. Creatures that move through the waters and live and breathe. And creatures, all kinds of creatures of all kinds of colors to fill the skies. And God saw that the creatures of the sea and the creatures of the sky were good. And God blessed the creatures of the sea and sky and said, be fruitful and increase in number and fill the whole earth. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And then God said, let the land produce living creatures of all kinds, creatures that move along the earth. And God saw that the creatures that move along the earth were good. And God blessed the creatures of the earth and said, be fruitful and increase in number and fill the whole earth. And then God said, let us make human beings in our own image, male and female. He created them. And he formed them from the dust of the ground and breathed into them the breath of life. And he made them so that when they are together, they image God. Look, it even looks like they're dancing together. And then God looked at everything that God had made, everything, and said, it is very good. So, on the seventh day, God had completed, finished God's work of creating and making. And so God rested on the seventh day. And God blessed the seventh day and made it holy. Everything made in love, in joy, made in God's rest, together. Amen.